morning, Sully.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
It's all going good. How about you?
You're up early, man. You getting a lift in?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice. So tell us about the Spartans, man. You guys went 9-3 last year, made it to the state championship game. Obviously, everybody remembers that heartbreaking loss there in the final seconds to Modern Day. How much has that motivated you guys here in the offseason? It seems like you guys are ultra focused. I stopped by the 7-on-7 this week against Cedar Creek, and man, these Holy Spirit guys are foaming at the mouth, man. They're ready to go.
Yeah, we're definitely motivated. Coach Walsh has us all motivated. I mean, we have the best coaching staff in South Jersey. We're always preparing ourselves each week, even last year, and now this year we're looking bigger, stronger, faster. We did so much in the weight room, and yeah, we're looking really good. So goal is to go 12-0 and get the state championship. So.
Anthony, tell me about the improvements that we talked about a little bit last year that the school did. You guys have a new weight room, new locker room. I mean, a lot of stuff going on around that football program, trying to bring it back to its heyday, and it looks like you guys are off to a great start. And that's got to be great as a high school kid to see that kind of commitment from the staff in terms of building up this program again.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. We got the whole fans behind us, students, everybody's behind us, so. It's great when you have people that do so much for you. Mr. Watson does so much for our team. Everybody gives back to our team. So, yeah, it's great.
Now, Anthony, tell me a little bit more about Coach Walsh. Obviously, we spent a lot of time this spring talking about him. He was diagnosed with ALS and really one of the legendary coaches in South Jersey. And I saw him out there at the 7-on-7, man. He's hopping around and full of energy, so it's great to see him. It almost seems like being around you guys is almost kind of part of his therapy.
Yeah, it's great, man. Coach Walsh is looking great. We went paddleboarding last Monday, and he finished like 20 minutes before me, so he's definitely didn't miss a step. He's looking great. He's always has a smile on his face, ready to compete. So, gotta love Coach Walsh.
How much motivation does that give you guys, knowing what kind of fight he's up against with ALS is a very tough disease to handle, both physically and emotionally, and that's got to give you guys a lift knowing how he's handling that, and really it's got to inspire you to a large degree. Yeah,
he's killing it. So he's inspired all of us, and he's in the weight room every day pushing us hard, making us do all of our reps and sets. So he's really helped us a lot. He's turned around the program himself.
We're talking with Anthony Lord, rising senior. He plays center for the Holy Spirit High School football team. And Anthony, and speaking of the weight room, man, you've been crushing it the last year and a half or so. You're a monster in a weight room. What motivated you to really dedicate yourself to that? I know you always had the size, but now you have that strength to go behind it.
Yeah, Coach Walsh really pushed me. Coach Walsh and Coach AJ, and he put us in those weightlifting groups. And I worked with Demetrius, my teammate, Demetrius and Brandon. They're always pushing me hard. So, I ended up putting on 20 pounds since the end of last season.
What are you up to now?
244.
244? Yeah. All right. Tell me a little bit about Demetrius, man. This kid, he doesn't get a lot of recognition, but this kid he's a wild man on the field, and one of those guys you love to have on your football team.
Yeah, he's an animal. He's a great kid. He's just, he's one of my best friends, and he's really helped me.
So, Anthony, tell us a little bit about the recruiting process. You announced this week that you're going to plan to attend University of Utah as a preferred walk-on. What made you choose that route instead of maybe going to another Division I school or maybe Division II, Division III, that kind of thing? What was involved with the process, and how did you come to that decision?
So the whole process started like 7 months ago when I put out my highlight film. Then Coach Walsh, Coach Russo were on it, sending all the FCS schools like Wagner, Marist, Bryant, and all those teams were hopping on. So then I was getting visits in May, getting school visits, so it was all crazy. But one of my dad's friends was college roommates with the offensive coordinator of Utah, and I didn't really send my film out to FBS schools. But yeah, that was one of them that I sent to, that it got sent to, and they really gave us positive feedback, and I stayed in touch with them for the last 6 months. So then I attended Stony Brook's camp last week, and we sent them the film of my one-on-ones and other stuff. Then Coach Troy Taylor, the offensive coordinator of Utah, he replied that he was impressed and he would love to have me as preferred walk-on. And I can't really think of another school that I'd rather go to that are like FCS, D2, D3 that would present me as like a top 25 team that plays in front of 100,000 people every week. And it's crazy. I mean, I have a chance to compete and play for that team. It's insane. But all the credit goes to Reggie and Fig, because without them, my blocks would be nothing. I mean, they're great running backs.
Yeah, Reggie Jean Charles and Justin Figueroa. What was it like blocking for those guys? I mean, you only have to stay on your block for about 2 seconds, and they're past you.
Yeah, they made my highlight film look really good, like really good. But I mean, Utah's fan base. I mean, I've never seen something like it. I mean, I come back from the 7-on-7. I have like 70 likes in the span of 2 hours. I mean, I think I have 328 likes right now on Twitter. But yeah, I'm not even on scholarship. I'm going on as preferred walk-on. They're all giving me love, saying "Go Utes."
That's awesome. So obviously, I'm sure you went out there to check out the campus. What was your impression?
What, Utah?
Yeah.
I'm going out there. I didn't visit you yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm going out there October 8th for official visit after the Pleasantville game.
Gotcha. Was there any kind of stress involved with the recruiting process? I know for a lot of kids, it's something that can linger for 6-7 months, and it really is a tough decision.
I mean, yeah, I got a handwritten letter from Princeton and Bryant, and I was really thinking about going to like FCS schools, and but yeah, this was just too big to pass up. I didn't think I would ever be able to get a preferred walk-on to Utah. So
that's awesome. Congratulations on that. And Anthony, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about your new quarterback, Josh Sumati. He transferred over from St. Augustine Prep, and tremendous athlete. Got to be one of the best athletes in South Jersey. And what's that like having him in the program now?
He's positive kid, always God first. I mean, he's one of a kind, man. He's the teammate that you always want to have. I mean, Josh. I mean, if you've never met him before, he's a great guy. Great, just great.
So, what's the feeling, Anthony, on this squad? I know you had a great year last year. You obviously have high expectations this year. You have some outstanding players you're going to need to replace. We mentioned a couple of those in Reggie Jean Charles and Justin Figueroa, but you also lost guys like Gavin Leapy and Dante Daniel, a lot of guys off that defense. Where does this team go? How do you replace that kind of talent?
I mean, it all started last year with Gavin, and we had Gavin, Mason Murphy all showing the middle linebackers, the sophomore middle linebackers that we had the ropes. So they should be all prepared, but we're looking really fast and physical, and it's all one up front. So if we have a good line, good quarterback, and good running back, Elijah Gray's looking really good. We're all looking really fast and good, but haven't put the pads on. We'll see when we get the pads on, but as of right now, I think we're going to be really good. It's going to be something to watch for.
Anthony, what's it like playing for Coach Russo? Here's a guy who's been a Holy Spirit guy his entire life, and he seems like one of those guys where if you're on time, you're 5 minutes late, and he's gonna stay there until it's time to turn the lights out.
Yeah, Coach Russo is great. He's a great guy, and he's always positive, always motivating us to do our best, and he won't accept anything else other than the best.
Good stuff, Anthony. We appreciate you hopping on board. We'll be talking to you soon as the preseason gets underway. Congratulations again on the University of Utah preferred walk-on. We're all rooting for you here in South Jersey, and we'll be interested to see how the Spartans do this season. Yep. Thank you so much for having me on, and go Spartans. All right, man. Get back in that weight room, buddy. South Jersey. Get back in that weight room, man. I will, man. All right. Thanks, Anthony. Have a good weekend. Thank you. That was Anthony Lord, rising senior at Holy Spirit High School, outstanding center, one of the best in South Jersey.